Hi, I'm Coach Natalie Carey, and today I'll be modifying the single leg Romanian deadlift, otherwise known as an RDL. I want to go over the traditional exercise first so that we know what we're going to be modifying. Get your balance on one leg, turn your weight on. We hinge forward, keeping our back flat, and then the glutes and the hamstrings do all of the work to lift us back up here. So notice that I'm keeping my back leg off of the floor the entire time. Bonus balance work. Our first modification is going to be to tap that toe down in between each repetition so that your body gets a little break from balance and you get a miniature reset in between each repetition. If this video is helpful to you so far, go ahead, give me a like, give my channel a subscribe for more videos like this, and now let's get back to our modifications. The next modification is to keep the toe down the entire time. So I have 10% of my weight on that back toe, 90% of my weight on the working leg. I hinge the hips back and then back up. And I've got to tell you, I actually think this variation is more difficult than lifting the leg up because you have to concentrate so hard on sending those hips back behind you. I'm switching over to the other leg, give that leg a break. Next modification option, still lift your leg up, but do a smaller range of motion. So in the traditional RDL, we're coming down all the way, getting our chest parallel with the floor. However, we can lessen that range of motion. Maybe your range of motion is here. You're still doing a hinge, you're still getting activation out of the glutes and hamstrings, but you don't have to come down as far, and then you can work your way up to a bigger range of motion. Something else that we can do to modify our single leg RDL is use a tool like our foam roller to practice our hinge. So from the front, what it'll look like is bringing one leg up, I hinge forward, I tap the foam roller, come back up to a standing position, and I want to show you this from the side as well. So here's what it looks like. This is the smaller range of motion option using this prop. And if you feel confident coming forward in that hinge, great, let's start to tap your toe then. So focusing on the hinge, there's gonna be a moment, you know, if you can't reach that toe all the way without letting the back round a little bit, that's normal. We're not really doing any harm to your spine here, you're not weighted. But this is a great exercise to practice your balance. Next up, sometimes it's hard to get all the way down to the floor to reach the handles. So I've lifted the arms up. This will still be a smaller range of motion, but you don't have to come all the way down to the floor to get your handles. Hooray! Okay, so I turn my weight on and I'm still able to practice that hinge. Like I said, smaller range of motion. But if getting down to the floor is a challenge for you, this is a great option. Woo! Okay. Next option, we're gonna stop using both hands for this next one because I want to show you what it looks like if we use assistance. So I bring the tonal arm all the way out as far as it goes where it can still lock into place. And I'm gonna use my wall for assistance. Bring that back down to the floor as well. Whoop. Give it a little shake, make sure that's locked into place. So for this one, I'm just using one arm. I know traditionally we use both arms, mixing it up just a little bit. Use your wall here for balance. And that can help you as well. That can also really help you to focus on keeping the hips squared off if that's one of your biggest challenges in this movement. Okay, and then my last suggestion for modification on this movement is doing a goblet hold. So we wrap our hands around, get our proper goblet set up, and then turn the weight on, keep it close to your chest, don't let it pull away. And this is another option. If you're finding that part of the issue for your single leg RDL is that both arms are pulling your shoulders forward, you're not able to keep a flat back, this might be a great option to do the goblet hold instead because it keeps the weight closer to your chest. You can keep everything a little more compact as you focus on that lower body form. Okay, that is all of my modifications for this single leg RDL. Good luck. I'm Coach Natalie Carey. If this video was helpful to you, please give me a like, give me a subscription to my channel. I've got a bunch of modification videos on there, and thanks for being excellent to yourself today.